Tonight, 12 News has learned that a Glendale police officer was fired following his involvement in a deadly shooting last January. That officer is also being sued by the family. They claim he acted with excessive, unjustified force.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is joining us now in studio with the latest developments in this case. Gabby?
Well, Mark Kriebe, a termination letter from last December states the officer's actions directly resulted in the death of an innocent victim. That officer has been cleared of any criminal prosecution, but family wants him to be held accountable. A case of apparent mistaken identity led to the fatal shooting of 46-year-old Dylan Seebeck 1 year ago. Family says Seebeck is deeply missed for his huge heart, caring spirit, and humor. In a statement, his brother says, "What upsets us is that what happened to Dylan could happen to anyone. It could have been anyone in the park at that time, and unfortunately, it was my brother." On January 8th, 2025, Glendale police officers responded to Horizon Park looking for an armed man in connection to a domestic violence incident.
Keep your hands on your head. No, hands on your head. Hands on your head. Listen to me, please. Keep your hands. Angelo, hands up. Hands up.
Police body camera video from that night shows officers shouting commands at a man who they believe to be the suspect before shooting several times.
We're code 4. Guys. All right. Suspect's down.
The man died and was later identified as Seebeck. The suspect officers had been looking for was then found dead in his car from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Attorneys on behalf of Seebeck's family are accusing 2 police officers and the city of Glendale of excessive, unjustified force. A lawsuit claims police failed to properly identify their suspect and waited more than 19 minutes to provide Seebeck with medical attention.
It just seemed completely inappropriate to me.
Anthony Ramirez, a former law enforcement officer and current attorney, isn't associated with this case. He reviewed the incident and tells me he found several factors that appear to support the lawsuit's claims.
All officers should always, conduct themselves with the understanding that, that they're not above the law. We're all subject to rules.
The Peoria Police Department investigated the shooting and turned their findings over to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, who determined there was no reasonable likelihood of conviction. The Glendale Police Department has since fired Officer Juan Gonzalez for violating policy, stating keeping him as a public safety officer could potentially be a safety risk to our community. And the attorneys representing Juan Gonzalez told me over the phone today that they did not wish to comment on the lawsuit or termination. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you.